Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Homeworlds commentary. This is brnbb versus the Roundabout. And what did I decide to call this person? Is it Burn? BB? Burn Baby? Burn. I'm going to say Burn this time. Um, this is a game that was recommended on the Discord channel a while ago. The players were chatting about it and had some ideas about things that could have gone different, and I didn't read the conversation carefully because I don't want to know what happens. Um, Burn starting with a yellow Goldilocks and Roundabout taking yellow Banker. I'm sure I didn't call them Burn in the past. I must have called them something else, but I don't remember what. Okay, both trading for the little yellows. Opening up the mediums right away. Burn takes it. So does Roundabout. Burn spreads out. Should point out this is a large universe. Takes 3 jumps to get from one home to the other. Roundabout, instead of spreading out and preparing for the largest to open up, has traded for a little red. If Burn builds that little yellow, Roundabout can't build that medium safely because Burn's got the loaded gun. They've got a Y2 and a little yellow loaded up in a colony here, so that if Roundabout builds another yellow, Burn can hit Roundabout's star, which is probably not worth it at this point in the game for Roundabout to lose a star so early. Okay, Burn takes a little green, Roundabout builds another red. I'm expecting Burn to trade for that red. Yep. Roundabout gets the medium, so does Burn. Roundabout trading for blue. Roundabout had run out of space to build reds. Burn could potentially have built the medium, so Roundabout, instead of spreading out, which is going to be a good idea at some point here, is blocking again. No, they're spreading out. No. Okay, they settled on the trade. Okay. And Burn trades for blue at the medium level. Instead of the small, medium and large blues are not usually so useful for sacrificing. But by trading the medium, they didn't open up the mediums for Roundabout to build. That's probably the idea there. Roundabout makes space to build yellow. In the yellows, Roundabout's only got 1 ship to Burn's 2. So yeah, Roundabout I think needs to do some work to catch up on yellow. Burn spreading out the blue instead. Both with a medium at the colony. Keeps it pretty safe. Roundabout. Okay, well, turned out pretty mirrored after all. Both with a blue and yellow in the colony. Somehow, Roundabout, despite being the second player, has come up by... Oh no, what am I saying? Well, it's even... I guess what I was trying to say is that the ships are equal. Roundabout just has 2 reds instead of 2 yellows. How did that happen? Burn moves the red out of their homeworld. It's safe for them to build red at home. I myself would have waited until the opportunity came up to build a red at home before I spread out the reds, I think. Roundabout spreads out the reds. In Burn's case, it was just shifting the red from one place to another, leaving their home without a red, which is nervous. Building a green. Roundabout also builds green. Okay, Burn now trading for blue. That opens up the medium, but Roundabout might not want to take it since Burn would be able to build a large, and Roundabout wouldn't have a place to build thereafter. And that's burn with 2 blues, so burn is poised to get through the rest of the, well, hoping to set up an opportunity to get through the blues, I expect. Roundabout would like to do something similar with the reds, I think, but there's an extra red in the middle. An extra medium red blocking off the reds, off the larges, so don't know who's got the better color right now. Roundabout taking more yellow. Trading for yellow at home. Okay, it opens up the mediums, but that's looking like another stalemate where nobody wants to build that last medium. Roundabout, though, okay, has a few different ideas about what to do. Okay, settles on, also moving their last red out of home. Well, no. My guess is that Roundabout wants to get a blue star in reserve to build if Burn somehow manages to eat up all of the blues in the bank. But they've also made it so there are exactly 3 blues in the bank. So that's a pretty good opportunity for Burn to do a shopping spree, clean them all out. But Burn wouldn't want to do that while one of the blue builds they'd have to do is at home with their blue home star, so they're spreading out their blues. They would be left temporarily without a mothership. But I think Burn has got their eye on the shopping spree. Okay, Roundabout trades for red. Opens up the medium. I like the shopping spree for Burn. Oh, no, okay. For just a second, they just moved this yellow out. I thought for just a second, no, they can't shopping spree. They'd be left without a ship at their homeworld. No, that's because they just moved it out instead of doing the shopping spree. Okay. Spreading out the yellow. Okay. I think they want to make it so Roundabout doesn't get to build a medium red without letting Burn get a large red. So I guess Burn was not so interested in the shopping spree as I thought. Okay, classic situation here. Roundabout's going to take that shopping spree, leaving 1 large red in the bank, which Burn, I think we can expect to take. Yeah. And now Roundabout, I think, will sacrifice the Y2, move 2 reds into Altair. No. Okay, well, what I expected was Roundabout to take out the large red and come out a little ahead, though not as much as if Roundabout had managed to leave no red in the bank. But instead, putting that large red back in the bank, that's good. That's good. Burn doesn't have a place to build it, and Roundabout does. So Burn can go and discover that. But that is to say, the trouble with that plan of building that R3 is that Burn has a turn in which to block by discovering, oh, well, they put a medium red back in the bank, though, by leaving that R2 star. I think Burn didn't think of that, and yeah. Okay. Moving a little yellow there. Roundabout's hopes of building the R3 are gone. Roundabout still might do that Y2 sacrifice. Yeah. It leaves Roundabout with no yellow, but it leaves Burn with no red. Oh, come on, make me look smart. Commit to this move. Okay, invading the colony. Okay. That's good. It shuts down. Well, no, Burn didn't have the shopping spree opportunity anymore because they would have to sacrifice their. They'd be losing their mothership, their only homeworld defender, and uh, oh, I guess that's really the only reason that the shopping spree wasn't an option anymore. But this shuts it down even harder. If if Burn had shopping spree now, then Roundabout would just capture whatever they built there. Okay. Yeah, so Burn can just run away. What did Roundabout want to do? They this invasion. It spread out their reds. It put a large in a more aggressive position for Burn's homeworld, anyway. I'm not sure I'm not sure what the point of the invasion was actually, especially since Roundabout's colony here can just be counter invaded now. Huh. Okay. So Roundabout moved the large defender out of the Betelgeuse colony, which means Burn could invade Betelgeuse, especially. So I guess Burn doesn't have a yellow in Altair anymore. They used it to discover this red star, but they could still sacrifice it to invade Betelgeuse. And more than that, now. I was going to say they can sacrifice that Y1, and that puts an R3 back in the bank, but Roundabout just blocked the R3 build by putting the R2 back in the bank, and so it's actually a safer time for Burn to sacrifice the Y1 to invade Betelgeuse with the R3. But actually, now, if they did, they'd be putting a second red in the bank, which is important because Roundabout just traded for this G2. If Burn moves into Betelgeuse or to Castor with the R3, Roundabout can sacrifice G2, build the now 2 reds in the bank to overpopulate, and Burn's lost their large. That's my motion. Burn, thinking about trading for another color. Ooh, I don't like this. Roundabout now has a G2 that they should be perfectly happy to sacrifice. And even if they didn't, even if Roundabout hadn't just traded for the G2, they've still got the old G3. But much worse when they have the G2 to sacrifice to clean out the red bank. And by having a G2, they're not sacrificing a large ship to get that large. So Roundabout would be making up material in leaps and bounds. Okay, Burn, I'm sorry, but I think that's going to be the mistake of the game. Oh no. Roundabout sacrificing Y2? No, that's not going to do anything. Not that I can see. Moving in a green. Okay. I see where this might be getting exciting. Okay, so Roundabout has their eye not on slow economic victory. They're going to try something tricky where they're hoping Burn sacrifices their only red to capture this G2, and then Roundabout walks in and wins. Well, I don't know what Roundabout's hoping for exactly, but that's the issue that Burn is facing right now. If they capture, then they've lost their only red, and Roundabout invades and wins. If they don't capture, they've got to trade their G3 for something else or reinforce the home because Roundabout can start building greens and overpopulate the mothership. So Burn's got to get creative. Okay, so first thing they thought of was capture that little green. I'm hoping they take a beat to realize that they've got no red now and they're doomed. Yeah, they thought of it. Okay, they trade for red. That's actually probably about the best that Burn can do. Now they can capture the invader, and it takes that R3 out of the bank, which Roundabout could have built. Roundabout, you did this to yourself. Okay, Roundabout just backing off. Yeah, which I think that's got to be the right move. Or potentially sacrificing it to build a couple times, but all right, Burn now. Concerns for Burn. They've only got one ship in their homeworld, and it's red, and red is a color that Roundabout has in spades, so to speak. Roundabout does not, however, have any yellow ships at all, so it will be difficult or impossible for them to slow push a... So they would have to slow push a red catastrophe unless they get a medium red, of course. And you can't slow push a red catastrophe. Okay, Burn takes that medium red, good. Getting the rest of the yellow might even be better. Yeah, okay, Roundabout knows they need more yellow. They're threatening, okay, so Roundabout threatening the blue at the yellow star. Controlling a star is not too far from getting that star as a ship sometimes, especially really late in the game, when you're willing to do desperate things like sacrifice a large blue in order to trade for a color that you desperately need. Instead of responding to Roundabout's invasion, though, Burn has counter-invaded in Betelgeuse, I guess hoping to clean up, starting to capture some of the red, willing to give up a blue for it. Thinking about invading with the blue instead? No, sticks with the red. I think that's pretty all right. Although, I mean, there is blue close to opening up to larges. Roundabout thinking about building their way into a defense. Sacrificing the red for the capture so that the little red isn't there to be captured by Burn. Burn. Interesting. Building a little red in that colony. Trying to keep red out of Roundabout's hands to the greatest extent possible. The difference between having 3 red ships and 4 here could be important. You only need 3 for a catastrophe, but it can be hard to get all 3 of your red ships in position to overpopulate in the same place. If you've got 4, then you've got 1 to spare. You've got more flexibility. So yeah, I think I like the capture better. Okay, Roundabout. Ooh, setting up to maroon their R3 on a red star. Okay, this is more interesting. Roundabout pulls away from Deneb. What? Oh, I kind of wish it put the star type in the log. I don't remember what Deneb was. It had to be It had to be a yellow. We haven't seen any yellow stars yet, so it was a medium yellow. And threatening this guy, yeah. So if the yellow just runs away, Roundabout sacrifices G2 to build the small red and the large red star that just went back to the bank. So I think Burn... I want to say Burn shouldn't give up this position. I think they should just leave that little yellow to be captured. Which hurts, though, because Roundabout needs yellow to... they need medium yellows to get around faster and do overpopulations and successful invasions and things. Burn, though... Well, that's interesting. Okay, Burn took that B2 out of the bank, so the B3s are wide open. Roundabout could build one of them, but they'd have to sacrifice a green to do it. And if they build the B2, then they can't get both the R1 and the R3 that went back into the bank. So Burn will get the other one. So what I'm seeing is that they both get a large out of this. Well, no, Roundabout can build that blue, but they don't have to build that R1. Yeah, if they build the R1, they're opening up the large for Burn to build. If they build some other color, even a G1, then Burn won't get a large. Trading red 2 for Y2. Yeah. Roundabout does desperately need medium yellows. A lot of... See, this is why Homeworlds is amazing. It's because there are quite a few pretty darn good looking options here. And I don't know which one's best. Moving a blue to a green system would let Roundabout build one of those B3s for without the sacrifice. Yeah, okay, that's another option. So Burn does take that large blue. Roundabout will take the other one, I'm sure. Yeah, I think Roundabout's right that building the large blue, that's an opportunity that's going to go away if Burn gets a turn, because Burn will build that B3. Burn does not have the opportunity to build that R3. Roundabout's controlling that one. All right, Burn. What have you got now? Burn still has pretty good control of the yellows. That is to say, Burn has more than Roundabout does, but there's enough in the bank. Roundabout's not going to have too much trouble getting some of it, I think. Okay, trading back for a green mothership. I like that pretty well, actually. Then if Roundabout tries to build red, then Burn will get a large red ship too. But instead, trading blue for yellow, opening up the mediums for building. Roundabout can trade for one of those mediums, though. They could trade the R3, R2 right now, or they could sacrifice the little blue to trade the green. I don't think they want to do that because they want to use the green as an investment here, which is should probably be their next move, actually. Yeah, like that. That's good. Okay. That feels really good for Roundabout. And Burn, unfortunately, can't can't reasonably block Roundabout from getting a Y2 on their next turn. And with a Y2 in hand, I think Roundabout, especially with their material advantage in the larges, will have enough that they can complete a Doomsday Machine. Burn, on the other hand, doesn't have enough blue. They could build another blue. Oh, no. Oh, Roundabout doesn't have enough blue either. Okay, this could still be anyone's game. Okay. Burn has all the ingredients for a Doomsday Machine, but it'll be a lot easier if they get a little more yellow, I think. Roundabout builds that little green. Burn has no green. Has no green ships whatsoever. I think Burn's hope lies in quickly moving their ships into position for the Doomsday Machine. And Roundabout wants to get that Y2, possibly get enough green to threaten to overpopulate Betelgeuse into a supernova, and using their large ships to harass any more large colonies where Burn tries to set up. Roundabout could also try to control the last green star, the last green piece, in order to make it almost like a fortress situation that you normally think of with small ships. If there are no large pieces in the bank, Burn can't discover another large star from which to stage their Doomsday Machine. Okay, Roundabout finally getting that Y2? Yes. Okay, that's what Roundabout needs. And what does Burn do about it? Opening up another staging point for the Doomsday, I think, is the plan and not a bad idea. Yep, I think I like that pretty well. In fact, from here, oh, Burn is so close to the Doomsday Machine. Roundabout, putting red in red at a red star. That's ugly. But that Y2 does have to move, or get sacrificed, I guess. Okay, joining the other yellow in the colony. Okay, Roundabout moving forward. Okay, boy, I think both players are trying to stage up for the final push. Okay, Burn. Ooh, I don't think I like that. I don't think Burn needs to do that. I think they need to move the blue forward. I think they're better off moving forward with the blue. Oh, not, ooh, actually, ooh. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm forgetting. I think Burn should move in with the little blue first. Move in with the little blue, then the big blue. If you do the big one second, then you're threatening to win by capture. So Roundabout, if they capture the little blue that moves in first, Roundabout is forced to capture the large blue when they would really rather be moving the first blue they captured out. I think the large first is a mistake. Even this, oh, even that way, they're spending more. That they can do the blue catastrophe, only spending a medium yellow. This is wasteful. Move the small first, then the medium, then sacrifice a medium yellow. And in fact, I think Burn's got this. Burn should have this. Okay, I'm going to pull out the whiteboard. Okay. Burn moves in the little yellow. Roundabout presumably captures it, though they could try to find something else productive to do with this turn. Maybe a counter invasion with the Y2 sacrifice. Maybe that could work, but I don't think so. Then Burn moves in with the, so presumably Roundabout captures that little blue that just came in. Moves in with a B3. If Roundabout doesn't capture that B3, then Burn sacrifices, if they, for example, move the little blue back out of their homeworld, then Burn sacrifices R2 to start capturing stuff in Roundabout's home, and Burn's just a couple of turns from victory. So Roundabout's got to capture that B3. Then Burn sacrifices Y2. they do the Y2? Maybe they should even do the Y3, but one way or the other, they move in the B2 for the overpopulation. Two jumps for that. And then burn is just one turn from victory, sacrificing the Y3 to move in the other three yellows. So I think burn should have this to belabor the point excessively. Okay, what does burn come up with? Looking at doing the yellow first, I think that's a mistake. Little blue is the answer. No, not the big blue. Okay. I said before, Burn, that I thought that something involving a Y3 that opened up an invasion from roundabout was the mistake of the game, but instead I think this is it. Oh, roundabout not going to capture? What's wrong with capturing? Sacrificing Y2. Okay, well, all right. Roundabout making me look silly. My new, well, no, I don't think this does anything. Me lecturing Burn about this being the mistake of the game when maybe Roundabout has a victory in their back pocket that I'm not seeing here. If I'm dumb, Burn, I apologize. Okay, Roundabout takes it back. Moving in with two reds. No, I don't think that does it either. Just the capture. Yeah, I think that's got to be the move. Okay. All right, Burn. I don't think you have enough material to finish this off. Sacrifice the Y3 for population. Yeah. But now I think your colonies get invaded and you can't maintain enough material for the to bring this game home. I think Roundabout invades the colonies because Burn needs stuff from both of these colonies in order to finish the win. Burn doesn't have any, it would change everything a lot if Burn had any green ships anywhere because they'd be able to move in some yellow and then build their way into a supernova in Roundabout's home. Roundabout trying to build. I don't think that's... Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Okay, Roundabout with a Y3 in hand wins on their next turn by moving a bunch of red into Burn's home. Yep, okay. Now, Burn has got to reinforce their home. Or trade. Or just trade for another color. Okay, yeah, Burn. Trade for a G3. Yep, back to green. Okay. Yeah, okay, Roundabout. Oh, I love it. Haven't seen one of an invasion like this in a long time. Okay, invading with three larges at once. I don't think Burn has an answer to that. Yeah, I think this is a win for Roundabout. Okay. Burn can take two of them, but then Roundabout takes them both back with their own R2 sacrifice, and Burn is out of firepower. Yeah, take both the reds. It's the best. I think that's the closest thing you have to surviving this. Roundabout takes him back, and all Burn can do is make it look close. Move a couple of yellows into Roundabout's home. Ouch. Okay, well, all right. I don't know if burn slow put. Well, I'm gonna s- I'm gonna go on the record. You guys can look back at the game and see if I'm right. I'm gonna go on the record as saying that if burn had moved in the small blue first and then proceeded with the large, like I said, that burn would have won. Because that would have kept the Y3 out of the bank long enough that even if Roundabout got it, once Burn finally did sacrifice it, um, there wouldn't have been time for Roundabout to stage the rest of this invasion before Burn won. Um, anyway, very, very exciting game. Enjoyed watching it a lot. Thanks for suggesting it. See you next time.